Wow. All right, so just allow your body to be comfortable, relax, taking some time to arrive here from our busy day. It may help to follow the breath for a few minutes as a way to bring the body and the mind together in the present. All the thoughts that are coming are not a problem. We don't try to kill them. This only creates more agitation. Simply doing our best to watch whatever is arising within this aware screen. Watch, yet don't log in. Release the whole weight of the body. Let it be like a sack of potato, supported by the chair, the floor. Relaxing the face, the eyelids, the eyeballs. You can also let go of watching the breath. Simply allow ourselves to just be. And within this just being, there is a wearing. There's a wearing happening by itself. And this wearing presence is already allowing everything, doesn't say no to anything. Just mechanisms in the mind, they say, oh, I don't want this, now I need to control this feeling. I need to reach this satori. So with this experiment called meditation, we artificially place ourselves in a situation where there's nothing we need to do. Everything can wait. We welcome the totality of this flow of perceptions arising without interfering, like clouds, thought clouds, sensation clouds, sounds. Due to various partially understood practices, we tend to be busy doing even meditation, doing controlling something or focusing attention into somewhere. But just as an experiment, if you can imagine as if you took a vacation, you're on a beach, everything is settled, agenda is cleared, there's no goal. So allow yourself to experience this no goal, no spiritual goal, no meditation goal. Make it as a goal to have no goal. Allowing your attention to be here, first of all, so don't check out into some story, into some past or future. So we're staying alert, yet global awareing, not focusing into one thing. Unfocused global sense of alertness. Tuning into this inner stillness. We don't need to manufacture it. It's already here, is aware silence, aware space. And this aware presence is allowing everything to be as it is. If we tune into the frontal line in the body, where we have emotions, maybe for some of us it's calm, transparent. Some of us, we are in touch with some agitation or tension or contraction, knots. It's all good. If there is any discomfort or unpleasantness, welcome it completely and let go trying to do anything about it. Just as an experiment. And just as thought follows thought, we cling to none of them. As you catch yourself that there is a thought here, you catch it, you're engaging with it, you suddenly become aware. Do nothing. Simply watch how this thought form collapses like a wave reaching the shore. Ramana said that let what comes come, let what goes go, and be interested in that which remains. So be interested in this remaining, invisible, yet very real, whatever this is that is here. Hearing these words, sensing the body. And notice the source. I'm not talking mystically or philosophically, but all the thoughts and sensations, they are bubbling out of something. Then they fall back into wherever they came from. So let's simply contemplate this aware background. So in these teachings, it is said that it's not about becoming more aware, more doing. It's more like a experiential understanding that awareing is already here. And awareing is already what we are. So any effort to reach what we are takes us away from what we are, actually, in some spiritual mindfuck. So for another minute or so, just resting as this awareing presence. It's actually interesting to experiment with the sound of the bell, and instead of zooming into the sound, to zoom out and notice that in which the sound arises and then fades away. So relaxing the attention. So I would like to switch gears now, but for us we just stay this aware spaciousness, no agenda, curious, and we are going to mine out some of our little gremlins so that can come out to be seen. So yeah, I'm going to say something, and then I would invite you guys to say the same thing with just like that. In first person narrative, you can say it to yourself, and then we simply watch whatever is arising connected to that statement. It could be that nothing arises, is all cool, or it may feel pleasant or neutral. Or some of the statements we may have right away some reaction, maybe a mental reaction, mind saying something, or a somatic reaction, or some pinching or something, or a memory. Whatever the case, we are just watching, resting as this aware mirror, noticing whatever comes up. Yeah, so notice and say this to yourself like this. What I am is enough. I am enough. Yeah, watching whatever comes. And maybe some of our minds will object and will say, no, whatever. Yeah, just watch that thought or any other thoughts bringing out to you that maybe you are not enough, you know? And just watch without arguing with that thought. The same with their feelings, allow them, watch them, don't get involved. You can try this one too. I am enough, just the way I am. Whatever that appears is, is the ego, basically. Whatever that appears as a debating thought or as a contraction is the ego that we welcome, we just see from awareness. We can check, am I, this voice in my head tells me that something else, or am I that which is aware of this voice? Who is this voice talking about anyway? Is it talking about this aware presence? Or is he talking about this imaginary idea of myself? All right, in tuning back to baseline of this, just being empty and aware, we'll try another one. We can say this. There is absolutely nothing to be ashamed of within myself. There is absolutely nothing to be ashamed of within myself. Yeah, the mind can remind you of some stuff. That's cool. Just see that. And allow any sensations, and just watching, being the watcher of this new movie. Yeah, don't get lost in these appearances, watching them as if they are someone else's thoughts and feelings. Whatever shows up is the ego or nothing. I mean, of course, if your mind brings up something that you fucked up recently and you haven't cleaned it up, then just, yeah, bookmark it and clean it up later. But if the mind brings up something from 2 years ago or 15 years ago that you already addressed, then what is it doing? Okay, so opening your attention and coming back to this sense of aware emptiness. Let's try next one. What I am is already whole and complete. What I am is already whole and complete, needing nothing. For some of us, it may be, nothing comes up, it's all good, it's fine. Don't need to manufacture anything. Some of us, there might be some mysterious voices or sensations appearing in awareness. Let's try this one. There is absolutely nothing wrong with me. There is nothing wrong with me. Yeah, just hear any voice, any thought. Watch it. Don't be afraid of it. Don't engage with it. Notice any tightness, any contraction, and welcome it completely. You don't need to focus into it. Notice it as well as noticing the space in which the contractions appears. If we just watch like that, these voices or thoughts, they kind of collapse unless we are sticking to them. And yeah, so now let's check about what is here now. So some voices, some sensations. Are we those? Or are we that, whatever it is, which perceives them? Let's try another one. It's safe and comfortable to be real and vulnerable. It's safe and comfortable to be real and vulnerable. Just resting in this position of the witnessing with detached curiosity. Yeah, and opening the attention, coming back to this sense of spacious awareing. Let's try a couple more. Yeah, I trust people. I trust people. And simply watching anything arising in the space, whether it has a voice or if it's just some sensation or both, being a witness. And tuning back into this open, aware space. We'll just do one more. And seeing whatever comes up as we drop this one. I trust myself. I trust myself completely. Yeah, and simply watching any thoughts, memories, reactions in the body without trying to get rid of them. Yet being on the throne of being this, we are the watching, not the images. Why? Well, because these appearances appear to you. You don't appear to them. So the I is on the side of the perceiver. And if there is any discomfort or anything, we can check, allow, am I that? Or am I that which is aware of it? And we have a choice now to stay involved with this reaction, try to fix it, trouble, shoot it. And thus leave, forget ourselves, or we can remember ourselves, remember what we really are, and come back to this, whatever that is hearing, sensing, ever present. The last minute, just doing nothing. And if these questions kind of brought a bunch of stuff that are still lingering, that's okay. Just release custody over these sensations. Don't need to manage them or calm them. Let the waves be the waves. And we can gradually come back to each other. You can open your eyes. Also for, I guess, video purposes, in the second part, I used this. I mean, Scott Kilby uses this a lot as reverse inquiry, bringing a positive affirmation that is meant to magnetize out, to suck out to the light of awareness anything in our subconscious that doesn't believe that nice statement. So I use this reverse inquiry from Scott, giving credit, Scott. At the same time, he was a part of Hakomi therapy. They were using this as probes. As a way they call it to, it's like it's. I like this term probe because you like send something, goes there. and see if it bites. It was the same principle. If the person feels, yeah, bro, I am good enough, then there's nothing to do, move on. If there is any static in the mind or in the body, it means that the subconscious is rejecting that, and it means that there is some story there, the deficiency identity story. Um, in which case, the idea was to go with that one and process it more. So we didn't do that. So it was just a dip, and watching a little bit. But the idea is for you to remember which ones was stirring more ripples, and then actually to save it and to kind of practically do that. The ones that created most like yuckiness. I mean, you can bring it to a therapist or someone you work with, or you can just by yourself. Basically, the idea is that's what Scott recommends, and I find it very cool. So have some regular meditation, just presence and witnessing, and being work, being non-work. For a few minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and at the end, as you finish, you can say, what was that thing that was sticky? Oh yeah, okay. And you can bring that one. Say, oh, what I am is already whole and complete. You'll be like, no, you need a girlfriend, you need someone, something, and then watching all that, watching it without trying to analyze it. Don't get involved. Like, hey, why do you say that? Who are you? In this thing, just watch the thoughts, the feelings, like this until they are like collapsing. And then it fades away. Then do it again. Something else will come. Nothing stands in the way of me being successful at what I love. This is a good one to do for people are starting a new job, or you get a nice offer, or let's say you are entrepreneurial and you have this great idea and it's going. And however, for most of us, there is some deficiency story with some self-sabotage. So then there's a good thing to pull this out. Like, I get this job offer, it's all great, but okay, there is nothing that stands in the way for me to be successful doing what I love, or whatever. There's nothing stands in the way of me doing this awesome company. And then watch. This is when you put the one, nothing stands in the way. This is a strong one. It ramps up the sucking power. If I were to put it, there's nothing that stands in the way of me having a loving, wonderful relationship. So that's meant to pull out. Like, oh man, never had one. So to keep kind of stirring, so that the subconscious will put the cards on the table, and we watch it, and then it dissipates. And then if we do this periodically, it will diminish. It will diminish that thing.